One massive wildfire destroyed a Northern Californian town and 2 more threatening LA. We have the latest on the devastation.
And those horrific fires are causing thousands of Californians to be evacuated. We'll have the very latest.
And a mass shooting takes the lives of many in Thousand Oaks, California, including a sheriff's officer. More info is coming soon. Welcome to this special edition of Newscene, California in Crisis. I'm Jeffrey Villegas.
And I'm Alexandra Rangel. 2 weeks after a massive shooting in Philadelphia, the nation is mourning again.
This time, a gunman in Thousand Oaks, California, opens fire inside the Borderline bar, killing 11 people, many of them college students from Pepperdine University. A sheriff's deputy was also killed. And now, thousands of people are being evacuated as several wildfires are raging out of control in California. Tens of thousands of residents are running for their lives as a series of fires blaze up and down California. Millions in the Los Angeles and Sacramento areas are under red flag warnings as a trio of fires devastate the state. The Camp Fire in Northern California has burned at least 70,000 acres at a rate of around 80 football fields per minute. 5 people were found dead inside of a car as a result of that fire, which completely destroyed the town of Paradise and is moving towards Chico.
We are a long ways from being out of the firefight. Right now, our focus is on life safety. There are active rescues continuing to go on all of these fires, and in particular the Camp Fire in Butte County.
Confirming there are deaths resulting from the fires. However, they cannot put a number on it yet.
New details on 3 wildfires currently burning several counties throughout the state. The first fire started on Thursday near Chico at a camp. The Camp Fire has spread 20,000 acres in less than 14 hours and has currently grown to 70,000 acres. It's currently 5 times the size of Manhattan and has devastated an entirety of Paradise, California. 2 more fires have broke out in Southern California's Ventura County. The Woolsey Fire, just north of Malibu, is expanding at about 44 acres every 2 seconds and went from 2,000 to 8,000 acres for Thursday evening to Friday morning. The Hill Fire is the 3rd fire north of Thousand Oaks and has spread to 6,000 acres, but it started to burn in the footprint of a 2013 fire with hopes of it slowing down.
Mandatory evacuations are underway in the Ventura and Los Angeles counties after separate fires suddenly erupted within miles of each other. The 101 freeway is shut down in both directions at Liberty Canyon Road. Residents of the Los Angeles County area are taking to social media to show their concern with the freeway shutdown and how it would affect mandatory evacuation in an already traffic-ridden county.
And officials are evacuating some animals from the Los Angeles Zoo as a fire burns in Griffith Park. Zoo staffers and also hosing down the most vulnerable hillside areas because fire engines are not able to get to the area. Fire crews are also hiking into park to set up battle lines and are trying to determine how to get water to the blaze. The fire was producing a thick smoke cloud that is visible from 2 freeways and has grown since.
And one of our own former Newsceners, Vince Fangala, is working at KRCR News in Chico, California, as a news producer. He was evacuated during the wildfires that tore through Northern California earlier this summer. Now his coverage of the fires in Butte County had him in his station's control room last night for 5 hours straight, putting him in the ER for back pain. We wish you well, Vince, and stay safe up there.
And as if the fires are not enough, just a few miles away, a gunman entered a bar in Thousand Oaks, about 40 miles outside of Los Angeles. 12 victims were gunned down. Ventura County Sheriff Sergeant Iron Hewlett was killed while responding to the shooting.
There's nothing really I can say here that will fill the hole that's in our hearts.
I realized, I don't know how I survived that, because at any moment I could have been shot.
He stood up and he said to us, "Get out." He's one of the reasons that I'm here right now. He will always be my hero, and now he's my angel.
Man now dead was an ex-Marine. Authorities suspect the gunman was suffering from PTSD. They continue investigations into what contributed to the rampage.
The names of the victims who lost their lives in the Thousand Oaks mass shooting have been released. The death of Cody Kaufman, a 22-year-old man from Camarillo, was confirmed by his father.
Know that I was been here fighting for him all morning long. And we did just get the news that he was one of the 11 that were hit and killed last night. His name was Cody Kaufman. My firstborn son.
First deputy being called a hero.
Were also survivors from last year's mass shooting in Las Vegas.
And big political news also breaking. On Wednesday, President Donald Trump requested Jeff Sessions' resignation from his position as Attorney General. The president announcing via Twitter Wednesday afternoon that Jeff Sessions is out as Attorney General. Capitol Hill Democrats immediately worried about what that means for Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. It would create a constitutional crisis if there were a prelude to end or greatly eliminated the Mueller investigation. As for now, it appears that Chief of Staff Matthew Whitaker will be the acting Attorney General appointed by President Trump and is supposed to be taking charge of the Mueller investigation.
Justice Ruth Ginsburg was hospitalized this past Wednesday. She has been released after fracturing 3 ribs from a fall. Ginsburg also survived a cancer twice in the past. The 85-year-old judge plans to stay on the appellate circuit for 5 more years before she retires. Thank you for joining us for this special shortened edition of Newscene, California in Crisis. I'm Jeffrey Villegas.
And I'm Alexandra Ringel. We will continue to monitor the fires throughout the weekend. Meantime, our thoughts are with the victims' families from the shooting in Thousand Oaks. Good night.